Good morning from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's Ryan, and on today's adventure, we're going to the grand opening of the brand new Dolly Parton Experience. Dolly Parton is coming to Dollywood, so I'm going to do my best to show as much Dolly Parton here at Dollywood today, as well as show you the brand new Heart Song Theater lobby and check out some merchandise in the new Dolly's fan shop, and perhaps just walk around Dollywood with you for a little bit. And if the weather cooperates, perhaps you'll see Dolly in a parade later. So without further ado, let the adventure begin. So Dolly Parton is en route, so we're gonna head to the DreamSong Theater. So Dolly should be coming out in just a little bit. Here are a few highlights of the event announcing the Dolly Parton Experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, our dreamer-in-chief, the Smoky Mountain songteller, Miss Dolly Parton.
Y'all want to hold off? Let me talk to my people for a minute? Yeah, we got a lot of exciting things to talk about today. But first of all, like always, I just want to say welcome again to Dollywood. This is our 39th season. Can you believe that? And of course, we did open the park a few months ago, but today we got a lot of special things that we're talking about. And of course, ain't the weather nice today? Are you proud about that? So am I. Of course, a little later on, I'm going to be riding around in that big old antique car they call the DeWitt, riding through the park on the parade, so I'll probably see some of you out there. Anyway, it's always good to be back home in my Tennessee mountain home. And I guess you're wondering why I have a band. I usually don't, do I? When I come out to do the press, but we got some special things to tell you. And since you were playing my old song, Tennessee Mountain Home, why don't we just sing it? Would you like to hear a song? Summer afternoon in my Tennessee mountain home, briefly singing the fields here and on the distant hilltop, an eagle's spreads its wings, and a songbird on a fence post sings a melody. In my Tennessee just laughing, talking, making future plans. And when you see your folks ain't looking, well, you might steal a big kiss or two while you're sitting in the porch swing, holding hands in my Tennessee mountain. Right? Here's a little baby boy. Again, this fella right here is my first cousin, Richie Owens. He's my Uncle Lewis's boy. And of course, Richie has his band here, the Farm Bureau. But we're got a lot of special things to talk about today, because we're talking about Dollywood. We'll get to that in a minute. But we have something special, and that's why we're here, because we're also announcing the coming of a new album called Dolly Parton and Family, Smoky Mountain DNA. It's all about family, faith, and fables. And it's a project that's very near and dear to all of our hearts, of course. Of course, now this is not just a journey for an album, but it's a journey through our family's musical history and our heritage, and celebrating the evolution from the UK to the Smoky Mountains and beyond. So we got a whole lot of fun things. And Richie here, as I mentioned before, is my Uncle Lewis's boy, but Uncle Lewis and all my family through the years have told us all about our heritage. And of course, the album is produced by Richie, and of course, he's also one of the producers of a docuseries that we're having because of that. And so Richie's done a wonderful job with all of that and putting all this together. So I'm going to spit out a break and sing. We were late in the traffic getting over here, and I was muted before I started. But anyhow, this project is not only going to be the album, it's going to be the docuseries, and it pays homage to our roots and all the stories that define us. And it's going to come out this fall, so you look for that. Anyway, while we're up here, I wrote a song about it. Of course, it's always good, I think, you know, to kind of know who you are and where you're from, and like I say, go back and know all that genealogy and all that, but you are just who you are, and even though you have that history, you're living where you're living, like we were here in the Smoky Mountains now. So when I wrote this little song, I thought, well, this kind of says who we are, even knowing where we're from. It's always good to know it, but you don't need all that scientific stuff to tell you who you are as a human being, right? So anyway, this is kind of what this little song is about, and is the title, as I mentioned, of our album. You guys ready to try to sing it? Tell me where I'm from, who I am, what I'm gonna be. I don't need a chart, a kit, nor any other way to claim my Smoky Mountain DNA. No, I'm proud to be a neighbor, and I'm glad to be a friend, and I want to be respected in the town that I live in, and I'm always glad to listen here to what they have to say. It's just in my Smoky Mountain DNA. Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, where the tall trees grow, the rivers flow, the hills have a song to haze. Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, where the sassafras and the ginseng grow, breathing in that sweet new smoke. It's in my blood, it's in my soul, it's in my DNA. I don't need someone to tell me what I already know. I know my true identity. I am a wild mountain road. Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, where the tall trees grow, the rivers flow, the hills have a song to haze. Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, Smoky Mountain, where the sassafras and the ginseng grow, breathing in that sweet new smoke. It's in my blood, it's in my soul, it's in my DNA. Yes, it's in my blood, it's in my soul, it's in my Smoky Mountain DNA. I'm standing up here with this microphone that's kind of forked at the bottom, and I keep tripping over it. So hopefully I won't fall until it's over. I see you, Liam. I see you and some other family and friends out there. I've got a lot of kid folks here today, because I said we got a lot of folks not only in the audience, but up here on the stage. Now, I introduced Richie. Of course, that's Richie's boy, Dylan, and the bass tech. And right here, sitting behind me, this is Heidi Parton. Y'all remember my brother Randy that worked here for years? Of course, he's proud of her. That's Randy's girl. And of course, right here is Jada Star. She's my sister Frida's daughter. And this one is Shelley Renee. She's my Aunt Dorothy Jones' granddaughter, my cousin Dale's daughter. But Dorothy Jo and I wrote a lot of songs together. And of course, she used to work here at the park for a long time. I guess you can tell I'm hoarse. But anyhow, I'm very proud of all of them. And of course, Shelley and Heidi are performing in a new show right here in this theater. It's called Heidi Parton, Ken and Friends. And of course, I'm looking forward to that. And Jada, she has out got a new album, and she is just cutting the rug over in the UK. They're just loving her over there. So we got good folks all around. Of course, Reggie's always had a lot of good stuff going on. So anyway, I need to let you folks kind of back off a little. I need to talk about some Dollywood business. You can just stay right there and sit and do whatever you want to, because we may need you a little later for something. How about a nice hand for them? Didn't they do it? Very proud of them. Well, in order to do some Dollywood business, I thought it'd be nice to bring out my partner, the guy that heads up the Dollywood Foundation, or not the foundation, but the Dollywood Parks and Resorts, Eugene Naughton. He's got a lot of information that you might want to know. So how about I know, I didn't know. Of course, I think all our whole theme is pretty much pink this year. So why don't you tell the folks a little bit about what's going on?
Well, it didn't take me very long to figure out. A little more Dolly in the world is a really good thing, don't you think? It's really been a great year here at Dollywood so far. And we're right in the middle of one of my favorite festivals, Flower and Food.
Your festivals?
Yeah.
Flower festival? That is kind of hard to say. Go ahead.
It's one of my favorites, but we have 3 more coming this year that I know you'll be happy to experience.
Yep.
And this winter, believe it or not, we're getting ready to kick off our 40th anniversary of our partnership with Dollywood.
Well, you've done a great job. Really. Glad to have you. But you know, today we're here to open our new museum experience. And I know you got a lot of information on that because you made sure that we got this built and you've headed up that whole project. So thank you for that.
Thank you. It's been a long 3 years in the making, and it's 3 times larger than anything we've ever done and created before. But overall, it's a real collection of memories and stories and not just physical things. Many of the experiences are digital. And of course, that's going to allow us to update Dolly's story because you know she's always going to continue to grow.
Oh yeah, digital Dolly, that's me. High-tech Dolly. Low-tech girl in a high-tech world. But anyway, we're real proud of the whole experience, so it is good. So why don't you tell them a little bit more about the experience since you, like I mentioned, made sure that it all happened.
We'll start off with one of my favorite moments, Precious Memories. And it's right at the entrance to this theater, and it's dedicated to Dolly's family and shares images and stories that I know many of you haven't seen except for Dolly's family. And it really shows how she grew up.
Well, I love it. And yesterday, when I got a chance to see it, I wasn't expecting all the emotion. And I had a bunch of people around, and they started showing all the footage, and especially when my mom and dad and my family started talking, I just broke down. I said, I got to get out of here. I got to come back when there's nobody around. So hopefully you'll be moved by it. It does tell a lot of great stories and things about the family. So anyhow, we're happy to have that going on, and hopefully you'll be moved by it, just knowing about, like we was talking about, with our Smoky Mountain DNA and all of our history in the music. So I'm very proud of my family.
And of course, right across the plaza, we have Behind the Scenes. And that's an exhibit that shares the name of the book.
Yeah,
that we put out last
Seams,
fall.
yeah. I thought that was a clever title, didn't you? Actually, I wrote the book, so you go ahead and tell them what you think you know.
I'm always afraid and don't know what to say. I'm on stage with Dolly.
Well, tell them it's about, the people that really help make my look. And of course, nobody ever does anything alone. I've had help all along the way since my early family and all the kinfolk who were talking about. My Uncle Bill Owens helped me get started, Porter and my Uncle Lewis, and all the people that had a hand in my business. But when you get to be a star, you got to have help with your hair. Regis' mama used to do my hair, Colleen Owens, and she was my first hairdresser professionally. And of course, I have wardrobe from all the different people that have helped me, and hairdos from all the different hairdressers. From right now, it's Steve Summers and Cheryl Riddle who do my hair now. And of course, Rebecca down here, she's done a great job. They're putting all the book together, too, as well as a lot of this.
And I know right now you're still riding high on Rockstar.
I'm a rock star. That's old business. That's old hat. I've moved on.
But that's why that takes center stage in the behind-the-scenes exhibit. And it's also going to allow us to make the newest diamond when something else changes, because I know it will.
Well, what is the biggest of all the 4 experiences that we're talking about, or the 3? Is it 3 or 4?
It's 4 experiences.
Okay, what's the biggest?
Well, the biggest one is called Songtelling.
They made me say that. It's on the prompter. I am reading this off of a paper.
She never reads the prompter.
I try to, because it's got information, but I get scattered and then I lose your place. Go ahead.
I think you're next.
Oh, I'm next. Okay, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, I remember. I forgot that I remember.
And unlike the former Chasing Rainbows Museum, the new Songteller experience is mostly digital. And it's a story of Dolly's life and highlights some of her milestones along her journey in her career.
You already said that once. But now that there are some costumes and artifacts in there to help tell the story, but I'm anxious for y'all to see the Songteller experience, and it's like nothing that we've done here at Dollywood before. It's your turn, Mike. But I do want to say a big thank you. Oh, I already said a big thank you to my niece Rebecca, and had a lot of help with all this, and of course there were several other people that worked on this as well. So.
And of course, the team at the Hershen Studios, Meryl and her team, have been a super collaborative partner with us, and also want to thank Cindy, Joel, and Amy for their help in this project.
Hey, she's been involved. You know, he was always out there to make sure that everything is going great. So.
But just remember, though, that the artifacts and behind-the-scenes in Songteller gives us a great chance to change out the storyline. And that's going to be really fun for us to be able to add to it along the different seasons of the year.
Well,
And it's also a really good way to say this is a living exhibit. It's
I'm
not a
still
static.
living, and Lord have mercy, how much more we got to say? It didn't take this long to film the movie 9 to 5. But we got a lot to tell you, that's what I'm telling you.
And the final piece.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
Oh, my bus, yeah. That old tour bus. Lord, I've traveled so many miles on that bus. And, we've had it here for years, but everybody loved it so much. We thought we'd better keep that as part of the overall experience.
And I know there's some media out there that probably would love to ask a question.
Ask a question.
Hi, Dolly. I'm Doug.
Hi, Doug.
I want you to know, A, your donut is fantastic.
Donuts, thank you, my Krispy Kreme donuts. Lord, I got my name on everything. I need to know those Krispy Kreme donuts, and I should have a box with my own name on it.
Second of all, I'm raising independent, strong women daughters in my house. Yes, exactly. And we were walking through the experience, and I want to know from you, what do you want girls to know about being successful when they're walking through the experience?
Well, I think it's important that all children, all people, girls and boys, get to walk through this life feeling important and being who they are and having the strength. And certainly, me being a girl, I'm all about that, trying to always encourage all of our young women to stand up for themselves and believe in, what you do believe in, keeping your principles and values and knowing. And I'm a good example. We have our first little book in our imagination library. It's called The Little Engine That Could. And I always think of myself as a little engine that did. So I believe all those little girls out there have that engine inside, and you can make it if you try. Keep your pride, keep your respect, and go for it. And go for your woman, too.
But I do want to know why you decided to start saving your clothes years ago. Obviously, you did that for this purpose, started labeling them and things of that nature. But what was that moment, and why did you decide to do it?
Well, I'm kind of a collector, but I can't take credit for all the stuff that's going on now. My best friend, Judy Ogle, who's born and raised right here in Sevierville, we became best friends in the 3rd grade. And to this day, she's my best friend still. But when we went all through high school together, all through grammar school, and then when I started traveling on the road, after she'd done a little stint in the military, well, she came to work with me on the road, and she saw right away that she felt like, she always thought I was going to be a star, and I wanted it to be so myself. So we both worked with that, and so she just started saving everything, believing what I told her, that I was going to be a star someday, and I might need a museum. So Judy started just keeping everything, and everybody thought Judy was just a hoarder. Until now, of course, Rebecca, who's my little namesake, and my niece, I've been with her since she was a baby, traveling around doing everything with me. So she took over for Judy, who's kind of retired a little bit now. She's overseeing everything and helps Rebecca and Steve Summers and my sister Rachel. They work down there in my artifacts. But it was Judy. We have to say that it was Judy that kept all the good stuff, and now we have it all with us. Hey, Judy!
We've loved walking through behind the scenes and seeing some of those outfits. How do you think your style has evolved over the years, and do you have any fashion advice for us?
Lord, I'm not the person to ask fashion advice for. I just always believe, well, first of all, I get such a kick out of walking through the thing, just like yesterday. Eugene said, how did you wear all that hair that big? Didn't that topple you over? I said, it did at times. But anyway, that was not really what toppled me over, Eugene. But it did sometimes. The two together was really, really risky at times. But seriously, I just always wanted to look, I just wanted people to see me, to notice me, and I just loved, bright colors, and I loved shiny things. And ever since my dad used to plow in the field, and I'd follow along behind him, he'd plow up some of those crystal rocks, those shiny rocks. I thought they were all diamonds. So in my lifetime, I just always still wanted to continue shining. I used to save those, and now I save the rhinestones. Even Eugene sweeps up the Dolly rhinestones off the floor. Not really, but I don't know. To answer the last part of your question, I don't have any advice other than to dress the way you're comfortable, the way you feel good. Because if you feel good in what you're wearing, people's going to feel comfortable around you. If you're uncomfortable, people are going to feel uncomfortable. So whatever you wear, I wrote a song called Whatever You Are, Be That. Whatever you do, do that. Anything else is just an act. So whoever you are, be that. So I think the same thing about clothes. Well, y'all want to hug that mic over there on the sides of the thing.
So Dollywood has invested a lot of resources into new technology and immersive experiences, from drone shows to the new 3D mapping in the Dolly Parton Experience. Why is that important in storytelling and to tell your story?
Well, I think I'm very, very proud of Dollywood and all the things that they have allowed me to do here, through all the people like Eugene. But I think it's important that we try to give back and to help the people that work here too. Everybody's happy, that lives and works around here. But it's just important to me to feel like that even though this is a big business that brings in a lot of money, it's not just about what you get, it's about what you can give. So Dollywood and the Dollywood Foundation does a whole lot of wonderful things, and I'm just real proud of everything that Dollywood encompasses through the Dollywood Foundation, and being part of the, like I say, one of the biggest parts is the Imagination Library, where we, give books to children all around the country. So Dollywood is more than just a few things, it's a lot of things. Good people I work with, the Hershey's. Oh, is this board? Yeah. Were they staged, or was that real question?
That's back to the prompter.
Okay, all right, back to the prompter. We got more? Well, today we've been talking all about family. Of course, I hear that our guest from the press, I know what that's about. I can do that without reading it. Speaking of family, I have a cookbook out with my sister Rachel coming out, and it's called Good Looking Cooking. You remember the old Hank Williams song, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? Well, we thought that'd be a good name for a book, and today, all of you press are going to get to eat some of the menus from the Good Looking Cooking book. So you get out there and enjoy the museum experience And of course, we got a whole lot of things to do right now in order to get that event done, is to bring up these gals, because they've been, as I mentioned, cutting the rug back there. So get up here and let's cut a ribbon, the ceremonial ribbon. And thank you so much for coming.
You look like you need another microphone.
Oh, I do. I need to help you, Donna. What? Okay, wrap me up. I guess I'm supposed to be talking while they're cutting the ribbon, right?
Sharp scissors.
Are you cutting the ribbon? Oh, those heavy, those look like the Kaz Walker Son of the Shear scissors. Where I started on TV, that was our emblem on the Kaz Walker show. Okay.
Everyone has to raise their phone.
Ah, okay, you better make it good. So this is a big day. So this is really the ceremonial ribbon for the new museum. Okay, why don't we all do that? Oh, I might have that microphone, but that's all right. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, that was very good. Hey, thank you for coming.
So I'm now outside the DreamSong Theater. You can see a number of people waiting to get into the first show of the day. And over here, you can see some people waiting in the shaded area to get into the song teller Dolly Parton Museum over here to the right. You can also see some people waiting in line for behind the scenes, but we got the green light to head into the DreamSong Theater. I want to show you guys what the new Precious Memories area is like once you come in here for a show. First walk in, you can see some pictures and plaques up on the wall about Dolly's family. We've got this little chair over here, picture of Dolly when she was real little. Again, this is an area that you'll be waiting for upcoming shows, little lobby area.
Brothers and sisters,
Now you'll roll for season play. Is it? Or should we roll it?
So this movie on these new screens will play for about 5 or 6 minutes, and we'll cycle through all of Dolly Parton's early childhood and family. So you can come in here in the air conditioning and watch it a little bit while you're waiting. So there's a little look at the new lobby for the DreamSong Theater. You can normally go right through those doors. They're kind of diverting people around. Or if you have a stroller or ECV, you'll be able to go over here and park it and enter on the side of the building as well. You should be able to go in either way. Now we're gonna head over to the brand new Dolly's Fan Shop, which used to be a Time Saver Pass location. It's been now completely remodeled as a Dolly Parton store. Let's see what we can find. Right out of the gate, I see her book behind the scenes that they were just talking about. You can see this big photo of Dolly behind the cash registers. It says, "I wake up with new dreams every day" on the wall. Lots of t-shirts, cups, hats, purple Dolly Parton Experience hoodie, and matching white and black hats. So I know a lot of people might be really sad that Dolly's closet is closed, which is now behind the scenes, but as I've been walking around, I've noticed a lot of the same items you would find in Dolly's closet in just a little bit more condensed area. So if you're a huge Dolly Parton fan, this store is gonna definitely have something you'll find that you'll wanna take home with you. So there are lots of people heading into the Dolly Parton Experience today on opening day. If you would like to see a full tour of what behind the scenes and the song teller building are like, I'll put a link to that down in the description. I think I'm gonna go grab some lunch and get ready for Dolly Parton to come through the park in a parade later today. It has turned into such a beautiful day. I was a little worried about the weather and whether Dolly could do a parade, but skies are looking good. I think she'll be able to come through here a little bit later. So we are now in the country fair, headed to the spring celebration buffet. Dollywood has graciously invited us to come have lunch in celebration of the new Dolly Parton Experience opening up. But what's unique about the menu today is it's the items from Dolly's new cookbook that's coming out this fall. So let me go inside here and show you what they're serving today from Dolly's new cookbook. So the salad is not part of the recipe book, but it is a really nice spread they got going on over here with some slaw and looks like some black-eyed peas, along with some turnip greens and some southern green beans and some au gratin potatoes. We've got some mac and cheese and some barbecue spare ribs. They have some sliced roasted prime rib and some southern buttermilk fried chicken and some au jus and chicken gravy, along with some skillet cornbread. And then they have these little cups of desserts. It looks like Mama's banana pudding. All right, I think I might have to get one of these. I gotta call Brie and bring her one. I'll ask her which one she would prefer. Can I talk to Mom? Is that Hannah playing the ukulele?
Hello?
Hey, you're missing out on lunch at Dollywood. Bring your choice. You tell me, what do you want? Strawberry cheesecake or a banana? Dolly made it, apparently.
What? Strawberry cheesecake.
Okay, well, she's not maybe the one that made it, but it's from her new recipe book.
Oh, okay.
So which one?
Okay.
You want strawberry?
Strawberry cheesecake, please. Thank you, my love.
All right, love you.
I love you too.
Just don't tell anybody, okay?
I will.
Okay, all right, bye. This one looks good right here. All right. This one's got Brie's name on it. So I wasn't up for eating today, but the food looked delicious. Some people told me that they absolutely love the prime rib and the turnip greens. But a big thank you to Dollywood for the invite to go to the event this morning and for lunch. We wanted to thank one of our subscribers and give away this Dolly Parton Experience mug and this guitar keychain. It's the guitar of many colors. All you have to do is just leave a comment on this video and include the Dolly Parton Experience in your comment. We'll pick a winner at random on an upcoming live stream. The weather is looking good. Hopefully Dolly will be able to do a parade in just a little bit, which will be starting back here and ending up at the front of the park. But I see Parker. Let me get Parker to break it down for me. Go, Parker, go! Yay! Well done. Here comes the train. Earlier in the week, I was really worried about the weather, but it has turned into quite a beautiful day at Dollywood with Dolly going to be in a parade in a little bit. The crowds are not too bad. It's a beautiful day to be here. As we come back to the Dolly Parton Experience, I did want to point out that you could still walk up and go to the DreamSong Theater and Dolly's fan shop that we checked out. You do need a reservation between now and June 2nd. I'm not sure if they're going to extend out that. They'll kind of watch how the crowd flow goes on this first opening week. Otherwise, it does say on the sign that after 5 o'clock, they should open it up. So if you are here, you don't have a reservation, you should be able to try to get in after 5 based on what the sign says up front. I also want to point out they did add a Dippin' Dots cart over here inside the Dolly Parton Experience. So I've made it to the end of the parade route. I'm actually going to run home and bring Brie her dessert and pick up at least one of the kids have said they want to come back up here. So let me go do that real quick and we'll be right back with Dolly in the parade. So I brought Brie the strawberry shortcake. She absolutely loved it. I grabbed one of the kids and we're back here at Dollywood and Dolly should be coming just a little bit. So let me walk through the parade route and give you a couple highlights. So here's the end of the parade route where Dolly will end up. Let's go for a little walk through the parade route and go to our spot that I want to get to. Some nice shaded areas around here to watch the parade. I'm gonna try to go up here to get multiple shots of a Dolly coming through this area of the park. So we're gonna start off over here across from Dogs and Taters, see if we can get her coming down around this corner and see if I can get a couple other shots for you. We're getting closer. She should be coming in just a little bit. They're passing out some signs. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage of Dolly Parton in a parade through Dollywood and checking out the new Dolly Parton Experience. If you've watched this far and you're still hanging out with me, thanks so much for watching. If you could do me one favor, just drop a like on this video. And again, we're gonna pick a winner for the mug and keychain. All you gotta do is make sure you leave a comment and it includes the Dolly Parton Experience in your comment. It is very warm out right now, so Abby and I are gonna head over to Splash Country to go cool off for a little bit and call it a day. If you haven't yet seen our full tour of the Dolly Parton Experience, I'll put that video down in the pinned comment if you'd like to see what the inside of the Dolly Parton Experience is in more detail. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next adventure.